Miss K girl, what is it gonna take for you to pack up your kitty and get up on out of there? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? All right, so we made it we made it to episodes 10 and 11 of Love is Blind season 9. These girls are whining and complaining so much, and the voice is the worst part of it, but it's just so much whining, so much complaining about things that are just silly. And I'm specifically talking about Allie and Annie. The voice, it just sounds like a little girl whining. Every time that Kate and Edmund interact, it just looks like she's lecturing him. And I think that she is idolizing marriage so much that she's just, I don't know her. As we see later on in the episode when she was picking out her wedding dress, she does not make good decisions. And I think she so desperately wants to be a wife and a mother. She is like, there's like a glaze over her eyes of what the biggest red flag possible right in front of her. It's really baffling. It really is. Child, not Nick breaking up with Annie. And then her begging, ma'am, pack up your kitty as well. That man don't even want, he don't want no kitty. You need to go. Stop all that begging and go. And speaking of when they were trying on dresses and Kay was trying on her dress, Madison was carrying on. I was like, Madison, you know that dress is not cute. Stop all this. Then, child, we see down to the tuxedo place. Joe is like having a panic attack, and he is realizing that this shit is real, and we have a runaway groom. So then we get to episode 11 and we see Joe breaking up with Madison, and these girls don't know how to just take, like I said, like the good prophetess from North Carolina say, once you tell me once, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me, then I'm out. You only got to tell me once that you don't want me. I ain't asking no questions. I ain't asking why. Me and my kitty, we out. But in case you still don't know, Madison, Joe hates you. He that's why he couldn't give you an answer, baby. He don't like you. He hates you. Edmund acting differently on camera, according to Kate. And I told y'all when y'all were making excuses for that boy at the beginning, saying he's all has all these conditions and stuff. He is very manipulative. Very manipulative. I called it in the beginning, and he is putting on a front. Now we know on these cameras, and just yeah. And unfortunately, they're going to take this circus all the way to the altar. And I pray to God something awakens in Kay where she is able to say no, because where are her friends? So at the end of episode 11, we see that Megan and Jordan are in their apartment, and they're packing up, I guess, to just move out because it is, the wedding is like in a day or two. But it's like weird, and I'm confused. Apparently Megan wants Jordan to talk more and stop saying he's tired. And my first question was, is he an introvert? Because that's primarily the reason why I don't want nobody in my house, because literally having somebody in my house drains my energy, and I could not imagine a life of living in a house with someone because it would seem so exhausting to me. That was my first question was, is Jordan an introvert? And apparently Megan is a yapper, and she just wants to yap all the time, and Jordan just wants to sit home and watch TV and relax and decompress. I can relate to that because that is my happy place, is just minding my business, watching my shows and decompressing, and not making any decisions, not being in charge of anyone, not telling nobody what to do, not being the smartest person in the room. I just want to engage with my shows. And if I had somebody come and say, hey, we gonna yap it up while my show is on, while Abbott Elementary is on, you got to get the hell out of here. He also mentioned another thing about, he mentioned social class, which I told y'all, but he also mentioned like being a parent is different. And Megan doesn't have that experience. She doesn't know how tired, and exhausting being a parent is. So she can't relate. She's thinking about hopping on, taking trips to Italy. Ma'am, this man can't do this. He has a full on 5-year old. He's tired and he doesn't have the money that you have. Anyway, child, the weddings are next week, and I predict that Anton and Allie are no. It's going to be a no. Jordan and Megan can go either way, and then of course I'm praying that Kay gets some sense finally. All right, let me know your thoughts as we go into the weddings next week, and I'll chat with you guys in the next one. Peace.